Welcome back to MDL Crochet. Today's stitch is going to be the Crochet Extended Tunisian Simple Stitch. However, you could do it with the knit stitch. So we're going to start out. We got a chain of 20 here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the back bumps and start pulling those loops up like we do in Tunisian. Okay, so let's get those back loops. I'm going to tighten that down. I'm going to tighten this down for a sec. There we go. I didn't like the way that felt. And then we're going to just go ahead and pull up our loops as we normally would. Now this stitch is going to be totally different than what we've done before. It's going to be similar to the last stitch of the double crochet, but it's still kind of different. Also, if you're new to my videos, thank you for finding them. And hopefully you watch and enjoy and learn something. If you're new to Tunisian and you have questions, just ask away in the comment section. I can help answer most questions. Also, if you can give me a like and a subscribe, and maybe even turn on the notifications, and like I said, leave a comment. It'd be greatly appreciated. I'll chit chat with you. We can talk. I like talking to people. I'm a big sci-fi nerd. I'm a huge Trekkie, so we can talk that. We don't have to talk just yarn and crochet. Video games too. Play pretty much almost every type of video game you can think of. Well, sort of. I don't play shooters. All right, we nearly got the stitches up here, and they're all here. So we're going to do a normal return pass. So we pull through one, we got to chain one, and then we pull through two. So let's get that on. You're going to pull through two all the way down. So yarn over, pull through two. It's a fairly simple stitch. Now there's our base, there's our foundation row. What we're going to end up doing now is we're going to chain one. So we need to build that height. And we're going to work it just like a normal Tunisian simple stitch. So you're going to go in front of that front bar. And if you don't know what a Tunisian simple stitch is, it's the very first video I posted. Well, second video that I posted, but the first tutorial is a Tunisian simple stitch. You'll go in front of the front post, yarn over, and pull through. And then you're going to yarn over again and chain one right on top of it. I'm going to do that again, and then chain one right on top. And you can keep doing that all the way down to the end. All right. So let's just keep on going. Remember, it's the front post. And then you pull through one, and then you unchain one. Front post. Pull through one. Chain one. Again. All the way down to the end. Also, if you're new to my channel, I do blabber a lot. I do talk a lot. I don't like a lot of dead space. And I don't like using music in my videos, except for just my intro, and that's it. I don't like them when people filling up dead space with music. I just don't like it. I like to feel like, we're friends. And who knows? We could be. All right, keep going towards it till the end. And the end is going to be a little different too than we normally do. So we're going to drop down, find that spot where we normally go through the very bottom. Just drop your needle down if you're new, even with your work. Fold it over, boom. Poke through and come out. Now, since We're going to chain one, but we're going to chain another one. Now this is where we pull through two. So technically you're chaining two. So we're going to pull through two. Okay. So let's keep on going. All right. So that's our row done. Now we're going to chain one because we're building up on the row. Remember, we're making the rows higher. Now we're going to go back through and do a Tunisian simple stitch and then chain one. Doing that all the way down. Tunisian simple stitch, chain one. And this stitch, this extended stitch, is not to be confused with another type of extended stitch that is done on the return pass. That'll be something I will post another video on. And it gives your projects more horizontal give, or more like almost like an elastic give. And it's great for ribbing on sweaters. It's great for socks and beanies. Now we're almost to the end. Got caught there. Got myself going through two there. All right, just about to the end. And this is the end's going to be a little different too from now on. The first, on our foundation part, no. On this, from now on, it is. So we made a chain of three. So you got 1, 2, 3. Well, we're going to be going through this middle one. That's the one we want. Okay? So you're going to go through and pull up. And now we're there. So now we're going to chain. Technically, you're chaining two. So chain one and chain number two. Now we pull through two. And we're doing this all the way down to the end. All right, we're at the end. And that's what two rows look like. That's two solid rows look like. We're going to do one more row together, okay? So go ahead and do your Tunisian simple stitch and then chain one on top. You know what we didn't do? We didn't chain one here. So go ahead and chain one there. And see, that's what happens when you can get carried away. And I legitimately got carried away. Now we could do our Tunisian simple stitch and then chain one. And get it in there. Tunisian simple stitch, chain one. And do that all the way down to the end. And remember, when you get to the end post is going to be different than what we normally do in Tunisian. You're working in a different stitch. You're working in a different hole, so to speak. We'll get there. We're almost there. Remember, it's Tunisian simple stitch, and then you add chain one right on top. So bring up that bar, feed through it, bring a loop, and then chain one. So here, we're looking at the middle stitch. Don't want this one, don't want this one, we want this one. So you'll bend your work right to, you put your needle right underneath that one and then bend your work into it and it'll slide right on in. Remember, when we pull up one, we actually chaining two. 1 and 2. Now you're going to pull through 2 all the way down to the end. All right, there's those rows done. So I'm going to do the remaining rows off camera. If you want to continue going until I come back, which is just going to be instantly, you can pause the video and do as many rows you want, and then we'll show you how to do a close off as well. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so now we're at the end and we're going to close it off. And it's a simple close off like we would do with any Tunisian simple stitch. And that's just work it up as a Tunisian simple stitch, pull through, and then pull through all the way. It's pretty much a slip stitch is what we're doing. We're doing a slip stitch that's still in the process of keeping the stitch design going in. That's how I like to do my close offs, is whatever that stitch is I like to do it that way. Now with this stitch that we've been doing, the extended stitch, yeah, we did it in the Tunisian simple stitch, but you could use it in any of the base 5 stitches. The Tunisian simple stitch, the knit stitch, the full, I don't think you could, no, you wouldn't be able to use this in the full stitch. Purl in reverse, you could definitely use it in. Yeah, you could use it in those except for the base stitches, except for the, I wouldn't dare use it in the full stitch, because then you're just taking away from the full stitch. Because now you're, I don't think it would look good at all. So 4 out of the base 5 you could use it in. And pretty much all the stitches are a variation of the base stitches that we've learned. All right, we're at the end. We're going to go ahead and do the bind off where we would normally do it with this stitch, which is that second chain, just to keep with the integrity / design of, oh my goodness, of the actual stitch. Just because you know me, I want to keep things symmetrical. Oops, I went all the way through there, didn't I? All right, now we pull through, and now we chain 1. I go ahead and snip my yarn. Oh, and then chain, and then pull through. That's the stitch. I like it. I could see if you used a bigger needle, you could make a pretty good lacy project. It's a nice stitch. Something I probably wouldn't use all the time, but I could see it being used in a shawl again, or even it is very lightweight, so probably even a late spring and early fall sweater, cardigan, or vest. It's up to you to decide, and show me what you create. But until next time, guys, keep stitching.